She just wanted a cheap place to live, a quiet flat in South London. No questions asked. But when footsteps echoed from the ceiling every night at 12, and her reflection started screaming back at her, she realized this flat wasn't a home. It was a trap. And she was the next tenant to disappear. Eliza Thompson, a 35-year-old British woman, moves into an old Victorian-style flat in South London. She's freshly divorced, looking for a fresh start and peace of mind. The house is aged but affordable, quiet, too quiet. Her only neighbor, an elderly woman named Mrs. Doyle, watches her curiously from across the hall. One afternoon, as they chat, Mrs. Doyle leans in and says, "Last tenant in that flat disappeared. No trace, nothing, just gone." Eliza brushes it off, thinking it's just an old woman's gossip. Every night, at exactly midnight, Eliza hears loud, slow footsteps coming from the ceiling, like someone pacing just above her. She calls the landlord, Mr. Whitaker, to complain. "There's no one above you," he says firmly. "That floor's been sealed for decades." But the footsteps continue. One night, while walking toward the kitchen, she catches a tall, dark shadow moving past the hallway mirror. She checks. Nothing. Lights flicker. Her fridge starts making disturbing, scratching noises. Oh. The next morning, Eliza opens the fridge and finds a bloody handprint inside. Disturbed, Eliza digs into the flat's past. She finds out the previous tenant's name, Nathan Kerr, an eccentric painter who spoke constantly about being watched from inside the walls. She visits a local art shop and finds Nathan's disturbing artwork. Dozens of canvases, all showing the same faceless black figure, tall, looming, staring from within hallways and corners. That night, words appear across her bedroom mirror in condensation. "You're next." As Eliza wipes the mirror, her fingers pass through it, like it's liquid glass. She falls into a dark, twisted corridor, filled with whispers. The walls are warm, pulsing like skin. There's no clear direction, only shadows whispering her name. She stumbles upon a sealed room, and inside it, Nathan, alive but barely. His face is sunken, eyes hollow, but breathing. He feeds on the lonely, traps them between reflections, makes them his tenants. Nathan gasps. Eliza wakes up the next morning, but everything is exactly the same as yesterday. Same time, same letters through the door, same milk expiration date. She begins to realize she's trapped in a time loop. The house has caught her, just like Nathan. Eliza searches property records and finds out the house was once an asylum in the 1800s. One patient, unnamed, lived in room 7 and was believed to be a psychic who fed on people's minds through mirrors. He vanished, but strange deaths began afterward, always in flats with mirrors intact. That entity, now called the Watcher in the Wall. In a final act of defiance, Eliza goes back into the mirror, clutching a bottle of petrol and a lighter. She finds the entity, a towering black humanoid figure with hollow eyes and a wide, unnatural smile standing over Nathan's limp body. Eliza screams, "I'm not yours." She sets the place ablaze. Screams echo as the darkness collapses. Weeks later, a cheerful young British couple arrive to view the now vacant flat. The estate agent hands them the key. Last tenant just vanished. Bit strange, but flat's back on the market. They smile and walk in. As the door shuts behind them, Eliza's reflection watches them from the glass, and she's smiling. She just wanted a cheap place to live, a quiet flat in South London. No questions asked. But when footsteps echoed from the ceiling every night at 12, and her reflection started screaming back at her, she realized this flat wasn't a home. It was a trap. And she was the next tenant to disappear.